And then I was just gonna ask a question, not to drag this on any longer, but who's more valuable to that team, Josh Allen or Stefon Diggs? We gotta ask that question too if we're gonna.
What was the question?
Who's more valuable, Diggs or Allen? It's kind of the same thing. Who's the future?
To the offense?
Yeah, who's more valuable
Diggs.
to that offense? I mean,
Diggs.
So let me ask you a question.
To the team.
Who's Buffalo's backup right now? Answer it. Who's Buffalo's backup?
Backup quarterback?
Because he left.
It's not Keenum.
I just said not Case Keenum because he left.
If Josh Allen wasn't that important, you'd already know who the backup is.
Yeah, I mean, I know who it is. I just
it takes you too long to figure it out. Like I said, if Josh Allen wasn't that important, you'd already know who the backup is.
But it's the same thing that Sora said. What receivers?
Okay, but it's also different because you have to have multiple receivers.
Oh, Allen and Matt Barkley.
Yeah, Barkley. That's what I was thinking of, Barkley.
And like I said, you're thinking that because if Diggs is gone, he can't continue to play as well. You're still forgetting.
I don't think
we might not say that.
If Diggs is not there, I'm telling you, Allen would have a major drop off.
I don't know if I'll be major. I might see something because again, that's not what he's used to. He has to switch things up. It might take him time to recover, but I think he'll get back on to where he was. I don't think that recovery will take that long.
To make it fair for both, I'm gonna just put it down the middle. They're both valuable to the team. I don't even think just one. They're both
Just imagine because if Diggs leaving, now they're gonna switch up that offense, more of a running team. We're gonna have 2 tight end sets. You never know. Never know.
Because if Diggs leaves, Kincaid is gonna do really, really good his first year. That's definitely on the table.
Because he's gonna be the only reliable weapon there. Because again, you don't use your running backs. Before Diggs got there.
If nothing else, here at ECG, we're passionate.
I don't even like the Bills. I could care less about the Bills.
Who's more valuable to that team, Dante, Diggs or Allen?
I'm gonna say Diggs for the only reason is because we've seen Josh Allen have some really crappy games where if he doesn't get the ball to Diggs, they end up losing.
Yeah.
He has better games when he's throwing the ball to Diggs, which I think is now if it was I'd have to go let me look up Diggs' his totals and then if they won those games. Let's just look at last year for example. Let's see if he has subpar games when he's not getting the ball, is it a loss or is it a win? So let's see. First game of the season, they won against the Rams. He had 122 yards and 8 receptions. They won. 12 receptions, 148 yards. They won. Went against Miami. 7 receptions for 74 yards, so under 100 yards. They lost. Went against Baltimore. 4 receptions, 62 yards. They won. Another 100-yard game against Pittsburgh. They won. Another 100-plus yard game against Kansas City. They won. 100-yard game against Green Bay. They won. Under 100 yards, 93. They lost against the Jets. Over 100, they lost.
Against Minnesota because Josh Allen refused to look at his running back and take the simple 2-yard dump pass and instead threw to the back of the end zone in double coverage to Gabe Davis.
Let's see. Did Diggs have a touchdown on this one? Nope, they lost. Did Diggs have a touchdown on this one? Nope, they lost. Everything else, they pretty much won. It's hard to say. It's hard to say when you look at that. It's hard to say when you look at that. Let's see.
But you also have to think it doesn't even matter about the total yardage. It's just about how they game plan. Diggs also gets looks where it's the focus is on him, to where he has double, coverage looks. He's not just gonna go out there and not expect the double coverage look. That's just because
I'm just trying to see if the performance matches up with the loss.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I just don't feel like Josh Allen's gonna be a totally different quarterback because Stefon Diggs isn't there. That's all I'm saying.
He's not gonna flop to how he was his rookie season.
I think you're gonna go back to rookie Josh Allen.
Well, I'll say this: even with Stefon Diggs, he's still making mistakes. He's still
fumbles the ball plenty.
But again, one of the reasons could be is we're too focused on the damn pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, with rookie Josh Allen, how many times did you run the ball?
I'll say this: it is a conundrum that Buffalo needs to figure out because look at how we're discussing this. and we're not even on the team. We have nothing to do with Buffalo. I could only imagine what their front office is going through right now.
Probably in shambles.
Philippines out here losing hair.
I do not have the facilities for this, man.
Isn't McDermott bald? It's a good thing he's bald.
I mean, it's a good discussion.
I can't
just-
wait to see this video chopped up and just see it be like an hour.
Yeah,
Just the Stefon Diggs question.
Sorry, guys.
no, it's a good question though. Who's more important, Diggs or Josh? I mean, I think if you take Stefon Diggs away, I think it gets interesting. I'm gonna just put it like that. I think him being on the field is more valuable to Josh than him being off the field at any given point in time. So, just put it like that.